And we're live. Happy afternoon, happy morning, happy evening, happy middle of the day, happy noontime somewhere. Maybe, I think it's noon in Vancouver. It's nice to be back here. I'm going to play a couple of songs, then bring in our special guest for this week, the amazing Rose Cousins. I'm going to start with one from the last record about forgiveness and acceptance and such other things. It's called Grace. So calmly in the face of the wreckage that you wrought. Storm upturned, the copper beach, the couch is still. We tell ourselves that nothing ever changed so much. I see it all, the grace that you hold. You send me out in the cold, who took who told, as much as you'd ever hold. Is it enough? As infinite as sin, don't ever cast a stone before you. All of us are fickle and unmoored. At least you're not all the things you're not. Could there be anything that you would rather hear less? I see it all, the grace that you stole. You send me out in the cold, who took who told, as much as you'd ever hold. You'd send me out, you send me out in the cold. It's not enough. That was Grace. It's lovely to see you all watching. Clitheroe, Berlin, Mainz, a little bit of Burnley. Please feel free to share the video if you like. Yeah, I'm going to do one more before I bring Rose in. And also just wanted to say there is a link in the video description today for a petition to the Quebec government. Basically, we've got a situation in the province of Quebec where there's a curfew right now, so we're not allowed out between 8 p.m. and 5 a.m. And right now, there's no exemption in that curfew in the prosecution of fines for that curfew for homeless people. And it's frankly insane, especially when a lot of the resources that homeless people in the city would access right now are closed because of the curfew. So I just think it's not great that we are presently targeting the most vulnerable people in the society. So if you're a Quebec resident, please do consider signing that petition for an exemption for homeless people to the curfew fines. Okay. I'm going to play another track from the last record. This is called All We Know. Yeah, and get your requests in. If there's anything you want to hear, let me know. Either by me or anybody else. I've got a couple coming up in a little bit.
All we know is, all we know is, all we know is, all we know is wrong. Got ahead without words. Flag from the start. It's not as much as you like, but it's more than enough. Thank you very much. My conceit has been erased, and my folly has crumbled. You can leave when you like. The holes in the doors haven't changed. You find me only fighting the measliest sense. Your pride in these misleading notions.
That was All We Know from the last record. It's great to see so many folks on here from all over the place. Got a bit of Germany, a bit of Burnley, always a bit of Burnley. I would certainly hope some Nova Scotia. Speaking of Nova Scotia, we're gonna head over there right now through the magic of technology and welcome our special guest for today. It is the one and only Rose Cousins. Hello, Rose. How are you doing?
Good, am I here?
You are
Am I
here.
here?
You're really here. It's so mysterious. I mean, I think through the magic of television, we make it appear like we all know exactly what's going on at all times, but we're really like,
No clue.
What's happening? We're live. We did it. You're here.
Well,
I'm here.
You
they're
did it.
here.
You did it.
You did it too. Come on. Come on now.
You sound wonderful. I miss hearing you play. That was really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, it's it all has to be a little bit, what's the word? Not moderated. Something in between. There's always something in between these days.
I don't feel anything in between you and me, Tim.
It's pure direct connection. I mean, I did get that yesterday when you started playing, when we did a little sound check, and I just started feeling things, and it was a little bit don't know. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to feel things. So even through these technologies, there's still a connection.
Did you watch the inauguration today?
I caught a couple of moments of it. Yes. Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched a good portion of it. Yeah, I I didn't quite get to the end of Biden's speech. I probably watched. I don't know how long it was in the end, but I needed to like take the dog out.
Yeah.
I was in a red alert situation. But I bawled. I just like. There's something about. It's kind of like when there's like ceremony and like the celebration of huge accomplishments. It just gets me so quickly, like watching the Olympics or Olympic commercials. Like I'm just like, oh my god. And like Biden's story is just so like long and wide and deep, and like I wonder what it feels like, or if he can even feel what it's like the own significance of his journey, like the fact that he's been in the White House more than anybody.
Yeah, like maybe you get used to those things a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, I felt lucky that I could watch it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
When Kamala got sworn in, I don't know. It's just like incredible moments like that actually feel like forward motion.
Yes.
Which we haven't had. We've been spurred for, but I really feel like hopefully it's. Yeah, I don't know. Something about it felt impactful. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people feeling a bit more hope today for the coming years.
Yes.
So how are you in Nova Scotia though? How is it going out there?
We're lucky. We don't have a curfew like you guys do, but that was a great point about like what are the homeless supposed to do when there's a curfew. I hope that gets sorted out for sure. We're in the East Coast, like we were in a bubble. We're not bubbled anymore, but we certainly have, as you know, like it's a small place, and so you're able to kind of like contain it quickly, and the governing people here are kind of like, it's like you regulate a thing, and so then people do it because it's like the East Coast way, I think. Not everybody is like, not everyone's into the things, but like compared to everywhere else in the world, we have nothing to complain about. I think
we had
we're very lucky.
We had the Burning Hell were on last week, and they're in Newfoundland right now, and I was saying to them, being in a place like Montreal and Quebec have been the Canadian epicenters. For just infection levels basically and deaths and all of the horrible markers around this. Yeah. But for me, I feel like just knowing about like the things are like better in Nova Scotia and Newfoundland, actually it's like a good thing. It feels good hearing about those places. So
yeah, good.
Yes, I'm glad it's a little brighter over there, a little rosier, shall we say?
It is actually sunny today, which is nice. But it's really cold. But it's yeah, the weather has been. It's kind of like every day you wake up and you're just kind of like, is it happening yet? Is it going to happen yet? Because it's been a reasonable January. Like we haven't gotten pummeled yet. Mm-hmm. How is it there? Has it been crazy snowy?
No, it's been fairly relaxed. It was about minus 18 today. I tried to go skating, but I got there and they had all of the machinery on the ice, like a little tractor going around, and then people coming in like putting fresh water on, I think, to kind of like freeze and set a new layer or something. I don't know. So
that's what a Zamboni does.
Okay, Zamboni, the important Canadian words.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. Puts a layer of warm water.
Oh. And then it just sets perfectly.
And then it just makes it into a beautiful sheet of deliciousness.
It's good because last week I went skating there and there were literally, it's just like a really thin layer on top of some asphalt, and there were literally like spots where just like the asphalt was poking through, and you just kind of get to that and just like stop for
cause
a moment.
A fire. Yeah.
Not great. Well, would you like to play us some music?
I can play you some music. I used to be a musician.
You're still a musician.
I used to do music for my job. Yeah, it's interesting because I put a record out last year, which is crazy to be even saying that it's the last year already, because like this day last year I was in New Orleans getting ready to announce tomorrow that it was a month till my record was coming out. Mm-hmm. So the year has gone by both fast and slow. Anyway, my record was called Bravado, still called Bravado. And were there a title track, this would probably it. This is called The Expert.
Beautiful.
not scared, we are shining. She never lets me down, and she knows I can be quiet. That's when I lean on in. Bravado steps up in awkward conversations, the ones she knows I hate. She bails me out of tricky situations. She is rarely late. I trust my bravado, we've had lots of practice. She's so great when I'm low or feeling unattractive. She holds the fort when I can't decide my status. She doesn't tell anyone. Bravado and I put on our sunglasses. We don't look around to see how green your grass is. We know emotion eventually passes. Bravado drives when I get tired. She knows the way home. She never lets me down. She never leaves me alone. I hide passenger side while she scans through the radio. My sweet bravado.
Yeah. Beautiful. That was so magic. That takes me back to October 2019.
Last year. Well, I
year
mean,
and
the
a
last
half,
2 Octobers ago
even.
now. So
Yeah.
it seems like last year, but anyway.
Yeah, we had the pleasure of touring together in the
We
UK,
did.
and there's a few people watching who caught some of the shows. Someone in Chester. I wrote the names down and then forgot it immediately. My apologies, Chester person. Thank you for tuning in. And if anyone has any questions for us, please fire them at me. You're getting lots of yellow hands.
Thank
Lisa Jackson Bullock was singing along in the choruses.
Cute.
She was giving us
I did.
some ooze.
I want to like pull this up and see what was happening, but I didn't have it on my internet. Yeah, if there's any questions.
Yeah, it's probably the best if you can't find it, because then you won't see how I accidentally shifted from
Rebecca's
the video
watching.
on you to yes. Hi, Rebecca. Rebecca was our wonderful tour manager on that tour in 2019.
Oh, hello everybody.
Yeah, I accidentally revealed my desktop for a split second during my video production things while you were singing.
Nice.
Yes, that was magic though, and yeah, that's
You're
definitely
magical.
one of my my faves from that record. It was so cool because it was before the record came out, and so it was
That's
maybe
right.
something
It was
of a
like,
road test.
and I had to give mixed feedback when I was on that tour.
Yes.
And I was like so stressed, and then soon I flew back through Toronto to like master it. It was just like, oh my god, it was the amount the contrastly different Octobers that those were. Like I was losing my mind the October we were touring together. Rebecca can attest. And like I went to Cape Breton in this October that just passed. Like, I haven't been to Cape Breton in, like, to go to Cape Breton and do Cape Breton, like something that's in my own province that I live in. Yeah, it's, there's been definitely been several gifts in all of the strife. There's been so much. I feel very, very lucky.
We're sometimes able to take a little bit of space and time that maybe, I think, especially as sort of like touring musicians who often are non-stop, to be forced to stop a little bit.
I never would have taken a break. I never would have scheduled a break for myself. Like, it's been 15 years, really. Yeah.
Just wanted to add for the folks watching, there is a link to donate, and 50% of the donations every week go to the guest artists. So please be. Well, it's not like please be generous, because I feel like if anybody just wants to give like a couple of dollars, like those things add up. So please don't feel like there's any. No amount is too small. It's all very much appreciated. And you just being here with us, everybody's a guest. It's not just you, Rose. Everybody's here as a guest. Yeah. So, do you have something else lined up for us?
Yeah, I can play something else. I was thinking about, where was the first show that we landed? It's a place that I had played before. What was the very first show that we did?
The one that we did together was Edinburgh in the
Edinburgh,
Voodoo
yeah.
Rooms, yeah.
That show, I remember being just like so tired, because I think it was our first show and I was probably really jet lagged. But I don't know if this happens to you, but sometimes like those are my best shows when I'm just like a garbage human. And I remember I played a bunch of songs off the record like for the first time. And that crowd, do you remember that crowd just being like so tuned in to like what we were giving them that night? And like Miranda Mulholland showed up.
Yes.
Remember? Was there someone else? And that like two girls that I played volleyball with in university were there. It was like there was just like a few hugs in the crowd.
Yeah.
And just like it was the first. Yeah, it was like I remember that being a really, really great first night.
Yeah.
Which has nothing to do with the song I'm going to sing, but I think I probably sang this song that night to good feedback. But this is a song called "The Swimmer" that I wrote about swimming with my dad and time and paying attention. The Swimmer. Please live to be an old man, to be an old man. Please live to be an old man, to be an old man. My love is deepest for you, deepest for you. My love is deepest for you. So please live to be an old man, to be an old man. Please live to be an old man. Swim with me among the waves, among the waves. Time sets us free among the waves, among the waves. My love is deepest for you, deepest for you. So please live to be an old man. One day I'll open my heart, open my heart. Someday I will open my heart and swim free among the waves, where my love is deepest for you. So please live to be an old man, to be an old man. Please live to be an old man, 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 to be an old man.
Magic. Oh. So beautiful. Thank you. Oh my
Thanks,
God.
friend.
Somebody just wrote something here that I wanted to repeat because it was just, very, very moving. Abby says, this stream is on in the background as I do some organizing and prep for the semester. I had to stop what I was doing after hearing the description of this song. As someone who has a deep relationship with their father and who misses being away from him, I needed to hear this song. Thank you, Rose. This is absolutely beautiful. I think that's...
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And it's actually been it's funny because this is the song that's been played. I mean, if you're looking at like algorithmic things, this is the thing that has the most
We
plays
are.
on Spotify, which I love because it's like I wrote it 100% myself, and it is the most tender song on the record, and they're all personal, but I mean, it's a tender spot in my relationship with my dad, and several people have come up to me, and I just like it when the song that like has that deep meaning where you kind of have to like maybe listen a little harder, but it hits a specific spot with some people like who actually swim with their dad, or it's been nice, and it's not lost on me. It was definitely really hard not to be able to go home for his birthday and Father's Day, but I do also really feel very lucky that there was a section of time where I could go home, and it probably will be accessible to me sooner than other parts of the world. So here's to all the family.
Yeah, for all the dads. I know my dad usually watches as well, so hi, Dad.
Hi, Tim's dad.
Mark. His name's Mark.
Mark
Crabtree. And we should also say hello to my grandma because you share a birthday with her.
It's her birthday today?
It's not just the Queen.
Oh, yeah. Your grandma's birthday
It's
and
the
my
same as
birthday.
your birthday.
And the Queen's birthday.
Queen's birthday.
And my friend Louise's birthday.
Not
and
forgetting
Tony
Louisa.
Danza from Who's the Boss.
Wait a second. Okay.
So,
What a
which he
propitious
didn't know.
day.
So, pretty significant.
Yeah.
What's your grandma's name?
Jenny Sunderland.
And she's
often
how
watches.
old? She got like a special letter from the Queen or something? Is she 100?
I think she got a letter. Did she get a letter on her birthday? I'm not sure. 94. 94, and I think she
That
got
deserves
her
a letter.
vaccine yesterday.
She should be invited for tea.
She should be. Come on, Liz.
Come on,
Sort it
Elizabeth.
out. Sort it
I'll
out.
text her.
Yeah, if you could send her a little message, that would be great.
I will. I will.
Yeah, this is so lovely to have you on here. Like I remember when because I initially moved to Nova Scotia for university, and had kind of like decided I wasn't gonna pursue music. But while I was there was such an incredible music scene in Halifax that I was kind of like, I don't know, I was doing things casually, and then I was like, oh, I really love doing this, and like this is such
What years were when did you come?
I arrived in 2004, and kind of
Yeah.
like I finished my master's in 2007, and it was like 2008.
Yeah, that was like when the
9
Khyber was starting to bump, and was Ginger still alive? But the
Yes,
Khyber was
yes.
really alive. 2004. That was right.
Well, yeah, because I was gonna say about I remember hearing you on the radio, and like I wasn't involved in the music scene at all, and just like, yeah, just being so moved by your music, and then I think you were hosting an open mic at the Khyber.
I was,
at that
yeah.
point. And
that's
I remember
that year that year I started. I think the fall of that year.
And I
and
went.
Then yeah. No, I was going to say I quit my job in 2005, so it was just kind of
Okay,
like
that was
it was a
the
significant time for me being like, yes, I'm going to do music.
Yeah, because that was totally around the time where I didn't have a lot of confidence about playing music, and I I've been playing in bands, but like doing things solo, I was just like not confident about at all. And I went down to one of those open mics, and I like totally chickened out, and I was like, I can't do it. But then when I actually did start playing shows, I remember you being at one of the earlier ones and being like such a huge supporter. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
for that.
big fan right away.
Yeah.
I met Don Brownrigg at the Khyber. I met Jen Grant. I think we may have met before, but our first really significant meeting was at the Khyber. I may have met Tanya Davis for the first time at the Khyber.
Former housemate of mine, former guest of the show as well.
I met Joel Plaskett because he used to record in a place that was called The Mullet with Charles.
Because this is like a beautiful old brick building in downtown Halifax that's been sort of like an art gallery, bar, venue.
Yeah, art space, community space situation,
But yeah, there's a very special time there.
Yeah.
And I believe it's kind of coming back, right? Because for a while it wasn't allowed to be open because of some asbestos in the basement.
Yeah, I think some improvements got made, and then it got like, I remember Joel Plaskett was doing a campaign to kind of save it, and I think there may be another one going on at this point, but I think he managed to have it preserved, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And, the downtown is going through such an interesting metamorphosis of I'm not really sure if it knows what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was something really like, I think the time that you like 2004 to 2010 was like a great section of time for.
It was a great place to be in those days, definitely. So much going on in that city.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did get a question for you.
Oh yes.
From Andrew, and he's in Liverpool, and he wants to know. He's looking forward to you coming back to the UK, but he wants to know what your favorite city was to play over there.
Favorite city?
He's from Liverpool.
Oh, listen, this just feels like it's.
I know, like you can't win that competition.
Asking for trouble. In the UK.
I think you don't have to answer that personally, because it's like
that's a tough
there's
one.
wonderful things.
I haven't been to all the cities. I can't remember where that answer that question is. It's like, well, what's your favorite? Whatever. Well, I haven't been to all of them yet. But I have like fun memories, and I have memories that were maybe like you and I and Rebecca can reminisce, but like interesting memories in each spot. I'd have to think about it though.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have a favorite yet. I haven't been that many times, but.
And our experience of cities is so much just like arriving at the venue, wherever we're staying, and like whatever is within like a 10-minute radius of those two places.
Or like interesting interactions that we would have had with someone outside the venue, or like, we're playing a place that in the daytime is a vegan restaurant and then becomes a venue.
Mm-hmm.
Or, or I'm in a green room that is like in another building and I'm in there with the kegs. It's a variety of memories.
There's some experiences.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't remember when we chatted yesterday if the plan was to do 2 or 3 songs.
I think you said 2 or 3. I can play another one, or I don't have to.
I would love you to play another one if you wanted to. There was a request. I don't know if it's something that you'll want to play. Did I write it down? Go First, I think was the request. I don't know if that's.
Oh, it's a piano song, so I'm not set up for the sound of that. Where are you getting these questions? Is it on YouTube or Facebook?
Facebook. It's a mixture. I get to see all of the questions.
I can't play Go First because I'm not set up at the piano, and I need to figure out how I can do a live stream and have the piano. I did it a while ago, but then my computer had a heart attack.
Got a bit tired.
Yeah, so I can play one more from my Bravado record called The Agreement.
I would love that.
Which was played on this little guy. This is the easiest thing to do things on.
Perfect. Rose Cousins, everybody.
You come to town, I'll take you in. We'll spend the night in our beautiful sin, and you'll know you're not just any, but you'll know that you're one of many. I get lost
the stories you tell above your gaze and under your spell. But I know I'm not just any, but I know that I'm one of many. We don't need to give this a shot. The best we can have is what we've got. Commitment is too scary, but I'll cry if you get married. So when I come to town, you'll take me in, and we'll spend the night in our beautiful spin. And you'll know you're not just any, but you'll know that you're one of many. Yeah, you know you're not just any, but you know that you're one of many.
Rose Cousins, live from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's such a pleasure. We had a little... Oh, that's some good timing. Do you need to get
I
that?
guess I should get the doorbell.
Well, everybody, do you want to get that and we can say goodbye? Or
Probably. This is the end of my section anyway,
it's
isn't
perfect. Yeah.
it? Yeah. I love you.
I love you
I'm
too.
going to go get the door.
Okay.
I
take
don't know
care.
who it is. Thank you so much to everybody who's watching. I miss everybody. I can't wait to get back out on the road. Hope they're all doing well.
Bye-bye,
Bye.
Rosie. That's Rose Cousins, everybody. That was a very well-timed doorbell. Pete, I see your message. I was about to relay it to Rose that you'd that the Edinburgh gig was one of your favorite gigs. It was so magic. Thank you so much to everybody who's been donating. I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to play a few more songs. So if you're new to this and you like music, feel free to stick around. Put some requests in the comments. Rose's dog was very polite and well trained to not bark through that whole thing until the doorbell rang. I'm going to play one from the old days in Halifax that I would have played at the Khyber at some point. This is called Be Patient. And then we've got a special Polish request.
Stealing nothing from something's hands I was, blinding eyes bouncing off the signs I was paying for. You look behind you and I'm not there. When you get too close you thin out the air. I was over my when you look at me as if you've never seen the wheels come off. There's cardboard filling spaces in the road. You turn the corner laughing the sentiment explodes. Your gods have promised everything for you. Well, I'm sick of this, as you are. It's not simple scratches, not subtle scars. This is painful, and they know, we know. And without meaning I burst through the clouds. I dried the soil out, I cracked the ground. Is this so? Because you look at me as if you've never seen the wheels come off. There's cardboard filling spaces in the pavement, in the road. You turn the corner laughing as the sentiment explodes. Your guards are putting everything on you.
This is a song called Faults. This is for Abby in the States.
You climb up this fleshy frame, hands and feet are fixed, stretching up above me. This man-made shoulder wide ladders, broken sides. The wind rose, I lost my step, cushioning my back, the sands that came to greet me. The fallen, ranked and filed, away with all the wherewithal. And when you touch the sun, what it's for. The heat, pulling sweat from your pores. It's in their eyes and shoulders, cushioning your lines in folders. Even if you pushed it forwards, we've got it wrong. He still is a shineless night weightless in the folds of wings and silent feathers. Still we'll push over land, as breathless as the day we came. And when you touch the sun, remember what he swore, the heat pulling sweat your pore. See it in their eyes and shoulders, cushioning the lives and folders. 'Cause even if you push it forward, we've got it
That was Folds. For everybody who doesn't watch every week, if this is a new experience for you, I do this every week. Every Wednesday, the same time, 3 p.m. UK, 8 p.m. 3 p.m. Montreal, Toronto, 8 p.m. UK, 9 p.m. Central Europe. I'm going to play a song now that I played a few weeks back for the first time. It was a request from a friend of mine named Magda in Halifax. I also just wanted to say, Benny, I saw your request for Altona. I am not confident that I'll be able to pull that off, so I'm gonna skip it now. But if you tune in next week and let me know, I will definitely play it then for you. But yeah, my friend, Mainz, Germany, 9 p.m. It happens. Very important. Never forget Mainz. I couldn't personally. I'm going to play a song by a Polish artist named Ralph Kaminski that my friend Magda put me onto a few months back, and it's just such an insanely beautiful song. And it's dedicated to her sister, Joanna Wacławik, whose birthday it is today, I believe. So this is for you, Joanna and Magda. I'm going to do 2 more after this, so hit me up if you have any more requests, because there might still be time if you're quick. But this is called, what is it called? Wszystkiego najlepszego by Ralph Kaminski. Oh, and you get the little special camera for this one as well. You don't need to see my notes, though. You can put those elsewhere. Or the ugly mug. Okay, so this is Ralph Kaminski. Wish me luck.
Hej, 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 myślę wciąż o tobie. Hej, 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 czy myślisz jeszcze o mnie? Czy mieszkasz nadal w swoim pokoiku? Czy chowasz w drzewach słodkie tajemnice każdego lata? Złoci twoje włosy słońce każdego lata. Wracasz jeszcze do mnie, lecz w snach choć jeszcze za tobą cię raz tęskną mi, to musisz to wiedzieć. To co zaśpiewam ci, życzę ci wszystkiego najlepszego, najlepszego. Życzę ci wszystkiego najlepszego, najlepszego. Choć wiesz, jak bardzo, bardzo kochałem cię, to najlepszego, najlepszego. Hej, 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 czy jeszcze cię zobaczę? Hej, 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 piszę znów o tobie, czy z innym już chciałem. Tak piękny wyjeździe pomiędzy kodrami, ten myśl przeraża mnie każdego lata. Zobaczy twoją skórę, słońce każdego lata. Będziesz wracać do mnie, lecz w snach. Przeprusze nam włosy, starożki smutnie wiatr i wspomnę chłopaka z beztroskich dawnych lat. Czy życzę ci wszystkiego najlepszego, najlepszego. Życzę ci wszystkiego najlepszego, najlepszego. Choć wiesz, jak bardzo, bardzo kochałem cię, to najlepszego, najlepszego. Życzę ci wszystkiego najlepszego. Życzę ci wszystkiego najlepszego. Życzę ci wszystkiego najlepszego, najlepszego.
It's our good friend Ralph Kaminsky. Our good friend, I've never met him. I would like to one day. Maybe Magda or Joanna can post the name of the song and the artist in the video chat so everyone can see if they want to go Google it. The video is incredible as well. Maybe it's time for some crickets. It's cricket time. Thank you to everyone who's been making donations. Again, there's a support link in the video description. There's a donate button on Twitch. And 50% of the donations each week go to the guest artist. I'm glad you're enjoying the music, Pete. And Magda has very kindly posted the song information, so if anybody wants to go and find that Ralph Kaminsky song, everything is there for them. I'm going to play a song that was requested last week by a fellow named Jeff Kingsbury, who I believe is in Germany right now, from Nova Scotia. It's an old one of mine from the second album, Go On. And it's... Bye-bye, Crickets. It's about figuring out how to grieve, I suppose. I remember just dealing with some stuff a few years back, and there were a lot of people around me grieving, and I was questioning, like, am I grieving in the right way? Which was kind of an unexpected thing and confusing. And of course I was, because there's no right way to do it, but it was difficult to process. So yeah, this is called Wouldn't from the second album, Go On. Just trying to read all the comments here. Thank you so much, everybody, for being involved. Like, this is my favorite thing. Please post as much silly nonsense in there as you like. This is Wouldn't for Mr. Jeff Kingsbury, on the off chance that he's listening.
Are we always looking out for something new? Better to move on before the stillness catches you. In the start, we just start out for show. Only given time can we appreciate what for. This wasn't my intention, but I only moved through few. Blinkered to the strain it caused as if it wasn't real. Taking this apart, we'd make more edges that we'll cut. We called it right to say that we should stop it, it's enough. It was time for it to go. It was time, but it wouldn't. It was time for it to go. It was time, but it wouldn't. With resistance I show out what is not in. Asking as demanded, I should share the same as them. Do honesty and numbness, so no reason for this crowd. You called it right to say that we should show them. It was time for it to go. It was time, but it wouldn't. It was time for it to go. It was time, but it wouldn't. Wouldn't. Time when we can speak without restraint. Bold up there, you hold it just so tight that it's not safe. Sliding into fantasy to steal a floor that shakes. We all know we would rather it was any other way. It was on the mind of all that minded we were there. Absence of a meaning didn't mean we didn't care. When honesty and numbness hold no reason for this crowd, we called it right to say that we should show them. It was time for it to go. It was time, but it wouldn't. It was time for it to go. It was time, but it wouldn't. It's time for it to go. It was time, but it wouldn't. It was time for it to go. It was
That was Wouldn't for Jeff. Did I write other things down that I was going to play? Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish with that. Thank you, everyone, so much for all of the lovely words. I'll be back this time next week, as every week. I have no intention of stopping, even when it's possible to move around a little bit more. I really love doing this. This is the highlight of my week, every week, without fail. And thanks so much to Rose. Please go and check her stuff out. There's a link to her music in the video description as well. You won't be disappointed. I was thinking, when we went on tour that time, in 2019, I'm always fascinated by the fact, or I really love the fact that I have a cousin called Rose. So, in effect, I am Rose's cousin, which is just, it's the same name, just with the S moved around. And that's obviously how we should have billed ourselves when we went on tour. Rose Cousins and Rose's cousin. No one else seems to find that as fascinating, though, as me. Fine. It's so lovely to see you, Rebecca. Again, Rebecca was the tour manager for us and life coach in the UK in October last year. Took us to all the best places and took very good care of us. It's nice to see you on here, Rebecca. I give my best to Norwich Football Club. I'm going to play one from the last record here to finish off with. It was the first single. It's called Don't Mind. It's about the inevitability of growing irrelevance through aging. So yeah, becoming a dinosaur in some ways, perhaps. And a lack of awareness of your lot in life. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Ye Olde Don't Mind. I'll be back again next week. Do tune in. Oh, I need to put the little keyboard on for a sec. Play a little bit of Hammond for you, Obs.
Strong words, few deeds. Tell me what a friend should be. Go again, roll the dice. Show me where my heart should be. Never mind if we see the day. When it comes, it's surely right. Won't lie, is it too late? Lift the cup, lift the plate. If you don't mind, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, if you don't mind. Big wounds in your short lives. Don't mind me while I'm saying goodnight, but you can't tell what comes out of my mouth. Was it wisdom pearls, or was it up in time? But you don't mind
don't mind. I don't mind if I do. I don't mind if I didn't. I didn't mind if I did. I don't mind. It has been such a treat to be here. I'll be here again next week. No guest next week, but most weeks there is a guest. So I'm going to try and do a few different things next week, do some of those requests that I didn't get to. If you have any requests in the meantime, just send them along. You can put them in the comments for the video. And I just got all of the files, almost all of the files for a little video collaboration thing that I'm doing that probably won't be ready for next week, but maybe the week after. So yeah, like the page if you didn't already, subscribe on YouTube. Constant is Constant on Twitch by any chance? Is he ready to do a raid? For those people who are watching on Twitch, which is like this weird gamer platform that I love and do jigsaw puzzles on, if you like that sort of thing, we're going to send everybody on Twitch over to my friend Ewan, who's in London, who's going to do like an after party thing there for some mellow electronic music. It's so nice to see you all here. I saw you, Camilla and Max, early and didn't say anything. So nice to see you. But yeah, until next time, it's been a pleasure, and it will be again, I hope. Bye-bye.